Terrell here, around the geek, and Terrell here to give you the review for Ant-Man Quantumania. Got to see this movie early, and I guess I'll let you know right now, I liked it. I came out, I really had a good time. Didn't know what to expect, because we're in phase 5 right now, I believe, of the multiverse saga that you guys are all know now. We know is the multiverse saga of the MCU. If you haven't been following around, I mean, everything's been multiverse lately, from Spider-Man to Doctor Strange. Wanda, everything like that. Everything's kind of Loki. Everything's been touching the multiverse. But we're here to talk about Ant-Man Quantumania, and where this kind of fits in the realm of the what would you say, the multiverse of the MCU. So going into Ant Man, I gotta say, like I said, I didn't have any expectations as to what I wanted to see and what I thought I was going to get. And I knew this was going to be the movie where we got more of Kang, and I knew that with Loki kind of setting that up, where we get a variant of Kang that is overseeing the TVA and everything like that. We get a variant of King, but I knew I wanted to see more of this in Ant-Man and Quantumania. We picked right back off, man, to see what the heck Scott's been doing, and where he's done. He's lost time with his daughter. That seems to be a big thing that's apparent throughout the film. Them, that 5 years that he lost, to be with his daughter, because he was stuck. He was stuck in the quantum realm, and it's, of course, for whatever reason, the Thanos snap did not affect him in the quantum realm because it exists outside of space and time. So that makes a lot more sense now than when you think about it, as to why the quantum realm or people in the quantum realm weren't affected by what was going on there, as everybody else got dusted. But like I said, we picked that back up. This is hitting the story with Cassie and Scott, as they kind of try to repair some of that relationship. They're going in different directions as to how they want to live their lives, and Cassie, Scott's trying to not get Cassie to follow in his footsteps and not go to jail, stuff like that. Because, like I say, he knows that because of him going to prison and so many other things, he's lost so much time with his daughter, and I think this movie definitely kind of beats on that. Also fills in a lot of blanks as to what's been going on with the crew, and where he was going, because in this movie we found out that Scott wrote a book, an autobiography. Not a spoiler, but when you go see that, you'll definitely get a lot of laughs out of that. Like I said, the movie does a lot of building up towards this next phase, and so pretty much what we now know, because we know what's coming. We know we're getting Kang War and stuff like that. So one of these movies has to do the lifting. One of these movies has to, not sacrifice itself to set up that story. Because I hate saying that, but just set up. Ant-Man has to be the character that has to be the phase 1, basically. Those first couple movies, Captain America, Thor, stuff like that, where it was just like, all right, we're just kind of throwing these movies out there just so we can get an Avengers thing going. Kind of what this feels like. I know a lot of people have questions about MODOK, and I'm not talking about that here. I'm letting you see the movie and see that for yourself, because you clearly see that in the trailer. But all I'm gonna say is, Jonathan Majors comes in. He does an amazing job as Kang. Absolutely kills it. Feels very just scary, sinister. I feel like, because we know he's going to be the villain to come, in the next couple years to come in different films because of the variants. I can tell you right now, man, he played no games when they came to this movie. Ant-Man, you would think Ant-Man does not stand a chance, like the weakest Avenger of the group. This is the guy who can shrink, right? Like, this is no reason why he should have a movie with Gang, in the first movie. And the first thought, as the trailer goes, like, man, Scott's definitely going to die in this movie. Again, not a spoiler, but we're just talking about the trailer and how it presents itself. Man, I really like the movie. I feel like I don't want to feel like I'm the only one that feels like that. But when I came out of the movie, like I said, I was just happy just seeing another MCU movie. I love these movies. I love the world, and I want to see more of it. I'm not sure what the expectation is now for these movies to do. I mean, even though we know as versatile as they could be so many different things. Ant Man being that example, because Ant Man was the first heist movie. Um, well, was the heist movie, of the MCU, where the first two movies are heist movies, and the third movie completely gets away from that altogether. So it definitely doesn't feel like Ant-Man 1 and 2. I think mainly because you don't have the crew that's there in this movie at all, to kind of give you that comedy feel. Like, the comedy's still there, of course, Paul Rudd and the crew, and Michael Douglas, and almost said Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michelle Pfeiffer, and everybody comes back in, and we get that family feel, and we get to see a little bit more of, like I said, what everybody's doing here. But like I said, overall, I really did enjoy the movie. Like I said, it's definitely not the strongest, so far. But like I said, this is the start of the phase. But it's only, I'm not saying it's only so much they can do. But like I said, I thought it was amazing. Like I said, definitely not no far not my favorite film, but I definitely want to see it again. I thought the visuals were amazing. I really love the music and the soundtrack throughout the movie. And I got to see this in IMAX, so like I said, I definitely enjoyed every visual aspect of it, too. So like I said, I don't know what the expectation is of the MCU movies at this point and what people look for. I feel like everybody doesn't know what they want to see until they get it, and then it's an issue. But at this point, I just think that nobody's going to be happy. So like I said, I went in, I enjoyed it. I think you're going to have a good time if you like these movies. You like Paul Rudd, like Ant Man. I would think you're going to love, Ant-Man, Quantumania, and just to see, like I said, just more of this world building. That first, the first act was a little slow, but once it got picked up, once Kane came in the picture, you're like, yeah, okay, I'm digging this. I'm digging this, and like I said, Jonathan Majors kills it in this movie. If you loved him in his 5 minutes in Loki, you're gonna love him in his 30+ minutes in this movie. So you definitely gonna enjoy it. Check it out. I do recommend IMAX if you do get the opportunity to see it. I feel like that's the best format for you to watch it in. But other than that, just check it out. Ant-Man Quantumania coming to theaters on Friday. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, Around the Geek got to see it first. And like I said, I enjoyed it. So let me know what you thought in the comments below. And let's keep this Ant-Man thing going and get some more movies. See you guys later.